Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and yes, we got your first daily, or weekly should I say, dose of your salty batch files, and we got some good ones here, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright folks, like I was saying, we do have some more of that great salt content. They can't help themselves. As a matter of fact, we're going to start off with some great drama here, so I'm going to share this. This is in regards to something that's been deleted by Timdog. If you know Timdog, he's been around. He's been a very hard, big fan of the Xbox ecosystem and fan base as well. But there's been some skiffs here with the fact that he has seen the light, so to speak, and came over and understood what makes PlayStation, the ecosystem in the games, so great. So a lot of the, Xbox-centric folks are not too happy with this. So let's pull up the first one here, Colt Eastwood, in response to Timdog and all of his latest, posts and acts of, excitedness, if you will, towards being a PlayStation fan now for his preferred fan base or player base. But Tim just left Xbox in time to wait for Lego Alloy. So not only a dig at Timdog, but we also have a dig at, again, the Lego Horizon game that is coming out because it burns them up so much that it's coming out everywhere except for, yes, you guessed it, Xbox, if you have not heard. In response to this, Timdog did delete this post that he did do, and I'll explain why too. But he states, Colt, you used to call me weekly, crying about Xbox, how many times I talked you off a cliff. Also, you weren't even OG Xbox. You came into the scene when your guitar videos crapped the bed and you needed something. Like, brother, you don't know loyalty. You want to be Mr. Xbox, you can have it. On top of that, also remember asking me to get you into E3. You rode them coattails hard. If you had some loyalty, you would remember. Also, F off, Jeff. Don't need to talk to your nerd ass and know who you are. Must be referring to Jeff Keighley there for some reason. In agreement with Colt there. But anyways, he ended up deleting this because he got, a talking out with Colt Eastwood. So they're good now, supposedly again. Come to an understanding, but I guarantee you Colt's going to be backing off a little bit after this exchange, because what's interesting about this is I do wish Tim would have left this up here, because I have had a lot of personal DMs and other people coming out ousting Colt Eastwood for more than what he truly is, showing that he is a fraud, how he's turned his back on a lot of other folks that helped get him where he was at, and he's also been trying to ride the coattails and also get that extra bump between others, trying to ride that in the community. He's always had this goal to, step on others to get to where he is, rub the right elbows to stay where he's at, and so on and so forth. So I just thought that was interesting. The little drama piece in between the two. Tim's a good dude overall. If you keep it gaming, he's going to keep it gaming and respectfully and stuff like that. But when you want to cross that line, he's definitely one of those guys that are going to back that up and come at you full hard, especially if he has some dirt on you there. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there. Thought that was great. A little bit of solid interaction between the two there. But, what can you say? Proof is in the pudding there as well. But let's continue here. On top of that, we have a really in poor taste Nico. Yes, Nico's finally back. I could enter him every week as well within these videos, but here we are. States 2024 Aloy will look much different with the winking smiley face. So as you can see, clearly a photoshopped version of Aloy, if you will. But for some reason, just recently, here are two pictures of two beautiful women with the emoji that encapsulates that, Fable and Perfect Dark. So again, as long as it's Xbox digital women that are not even real, they're beautiful. But when it comes to another platform, like a competing platform like PlayStation, any woman or female gender on that side is completely different and probably not as attractive as those on the Xbox ecosystem, according to Nico here. So take that as you will. Another in poor taste post. Garners a lot of attention and a lot of followers for some reason. Again, sheep mentality, cult status. That's why you see that. Any normal individual would not sit there and like those tweets and be like, yeah, that makes sense. Digital women, especially if you're going to console war, why are we bringing in digital women here? This is absolutely on another level of virgin energy, stuff like that. But I digress. Let's keep going on this one here. Shell puts out a good point here. Colt, Hellblade is an incredible game with incredible gameplay. And he has said that. Also Colt, though, as you see through this thread of great Alex here, PlayStation games really do follow the same templates. So as Xbox games for the longest time, FPSs and stuff, but, you know, don't mention anything there, right, Alex? Let's keep going. And then Nicola, of course, being really good. I agree with that because they are. I'm not just saying that, they just are. Alex, being really boring, he has to state. So interesting. So interesting. Being really boring. Oh, okay, I'm not going to touch that one for right now because we're going to go to Cold Eastwood here. But press square to be bored. Remember this? Remember this little piece of a quote or this post that press square to be bored, which is incorrect, but literally in Hellblade 2, you are tilting the left stick forward 90% of the time, accompanied by button prompts of X, Y, A, what have you. Climbing sections where you tilt the left stick forward again. The game is around 6 to 7 hours if you're not dicking around. But yes, Hellblade's gameplay is incredibly underrated. It's incredibly a masterpiece overall, especially when we're talking about the gameplay and the mechanics of it all, right? But press square to be bored on games like God of War Ragnarok, Uncharted, Horizon, Ratchet and Clank. The list goes on, but you can see where the salt exudes, you can see where they get upset, but now third-person linear games are absolutely amazing, by the way, so keep that feather in your cap right there. But let's keep going here. PlayStation did an announcement. If you didn't know or find out, they did state that May 2024's PlayStation Store top downloads results are in, with Sea of Thieves and Multiverses topping their respective charts, which is great, right? Just a little quick side note. Put that over in the indentation there. Sea of Thieves player base has also dropped off significantly. So if you don't believe that, check out the latest news. You can just Google it. But yes, a lot of people were interested in this title, found it to be boring, myself included, even had a full crew. I can give a review later on if you guys do want that, but was not a good game. But Goat Gaming, he's been very upset about a lot of my posts. Whenever I bring him up, he gets very upset, has to include me. So let's include Goat right back here. He's very upset, very worried. An Xbox game at the top of the PlayStation Store, we need to do better, people. We need to support our brand and not Xbox. Oh, man. So, trying to spin it any which way he can. As you can see here, this is honestly what's crazy is this the most honest post I've ever seen from him, because he does all these satire and fake and misleading breaking news. As we've seen previously on this channel, you can go back to quite a few of them. He's been featured, quite a bit, but it's the fact that what I don't like about those is there are so many casuals we don't take into account for. Those on social media is just a small, minute piece of a fan base. And so when you see stuff like that, especially when you use those hashtags and stuff, a lot of folks tend to just latch on and believe certain things. So that's why I dislike what he says here, but I can see the worry here. I can see the spinning. You love to see it. Just wanted to share that one there. Oh man, so we got a good one here from good old Risket. It's been a couple videos since he's been featured, so we can't go on without saying something stupid from this guy that cries in his car often due to Xbox decisions. Without Xbox, you wouldn't be playing online, full stop, champ. In response to JG, without Xbox, we wouldn't be paying to play online multiplayer. Yes, I do believe that Xbox did pave the way for online multiplayer paying. To this day, PC are not paying online services to play their games that are online that are not free to play, mind you. So he just shoots back with that. this is absolutely incorrect. If you all know, even the PS2 had online capabilities with the added on modem with SOCOM and many other games, Twisted Metal Black. We also had the Sega Dreamcast, Phantasy Star Online, and other online games that you got to utilize. He's completely wrong. And I know he went back on some of these comments and said, look, I'm talking about the quality of it and how it was integrated and all the stuff. And it's like, who cares? Who cares? That's not the point you were trying to make, and you knew it. You thought that Xbox was the first console right out your mouth that actually personified online gaming, was the first to do it. You were wrong. It doesn't matter if they fleshed it out a little more. It's not because they fleshed it out a little more that online gaming is where it is today. Sorry. That's not how that works. Just because you're the first to do it a little bit better for that time doesn't mean we owe anything to Xbox at that point in time. It wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't, it was good. I will give it that. I'm not trying to downplay what Xbox Live did and integrate. But I'm saying that it's not only because of them. It wasn't some Rubik's Cube that you had to figure out and unlock in order for you to have a fully immersed and really fleshed out version of online gaming into your ecosystem or your platform of choice, right? So he can take that, stick it up his arse, because that's completely incorrect, but just kind of wanted to share how delusional he can truly be here. But, so yeah, we have to finish up with the good old catfish, Andrew Piccinini, aka Joseph Cruz, aka now Ascension, rebranding themselves, not really diving into the female persona, but they have to sit here and say, and post between The Last of Us, of course, the series, the TV show on HBO Max, or just Max if you will, in comparative to the Fallout series lead female protagonist as well. And says, yeah, I definitely choose Fallout series any day. So now he's comparing real life women into who he's choosing based off of a false TV show that is not based off of reality. And then, of course, as you can see on the right hand side here, some gamers need to go outside and look real life for once. Stating ugly, according to some gamers, showing the perfect dark person again. Beautiful, according to Hollywood, showing the Zendaya. As you can see underneath that, why you have to bring Zendaya in the conversation? You can defend Joanna Dark without bringing Zendaya down. She's gorgeous. What's wrong with you? And I agree, wholeheartedly. What is wrong with Zendaya? She's a beautiful woman. And yes, everybody does have different tastes, but again, why are we comparing digital women that are not real? I don't understand. That's really weird energy right there. See, beauty is subjective. Not every day will like the same, or everybody will like the same, but some virgins here pretend to call an ugly and impose the unrealistic sense of beauty to everyone else. So as you can see, they try to spin it and be like, you know what? That's not what I meant. You got to understand, it's everybody views beauty differently. And although I don't disagree with that part of it, everybody does view beauty differently. That's why we all are different shapes and sizes. You see all sorts of different couples together, and you name it. However, again, the point is you're creating a false narrative with real life TV shows with real female protagonists, choosing them over the other. This isn't high school. This isn't something you post on social media if you want to be taken seriously, which at this point no one should be taking you seriously, but there are a lot of them that do. A lot of them believe you're still a female yourself, which is not true. But then you take it a step further again and you try to diversify even further by stating, here's a digital woman versus a real life woman, and try to comparatively compare the two. It makes no sense. I don't know what you're doing, all in the sake of console warring. This is very, very low, horrible, basement-dwelling energy. Not a good look. Absolutely down bad. You name it. So, just kind of wanted to share those thoughts and opinions there, folks. I really appreciate you standing through the entire video here, staying with us through the entire video. Your support always is amazing, so thank you so much. At this time of recording, we are well on our way to that 2,000 subscriber goal, so thank you so much. If you like this video, definitely leave a like, comment down below. Would love to hear from you. Those two things definitely help the algorithm as well. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing. That also helps out a small content creator like myself. And that being said, I just want you to all remember, don't be a salty batch. And we'll see y'all next time on the next Xvault gaming video. And until then, take care.